welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Bryan.
And I'm Shona.
Tonight we're doing a special on a bottle that is really new to us.
It is. It is actually from a distillery here in Ohio, up in Columbus, just about an hour west of us. It is High Bank Distillery Company. They opened in the spring of 2018, and their focus, they have gin, they have vodka, of course, but when it comes to the whiskey, it's the blended whiskeys, and they have won multiple awards in a row for their blended whiskeys, and so they have a really cool story. The distiller, the owner, he is still in marketing, and he and his dad, they used to ride Harleys, or he used to, his dad still does, I believe, and they made it their thing for several years to go on a trip and stop at different distilleries, do the tours, pick up a bottle, put it in the saddlebags. Great story, and it gets even better because, of course, they opened in the spring of 2018. Things were going great. COVID hits. Their distillery has a restaurant in it as well. Several of the Ohio distilleries, especially up in Columbus, have restaurants associated with them and attached to them. And so, of course, here in Ohio, during COVID, there was a big shutdown. And so, being a brand new distillery, just up and going, they had to make a decision of either keeping their employees, their valued employees, employed, or, laying them off, and then taking the chance of not getting them back. They chose to keep them employed, which was great. And so, you know what they turned their distillery into?
No idea.
Making hand sanitizer.
Great.
For the COVID-19 effort. And that's how they kept, their employees working during that time. And, the stories got out. They could still sell their spirits during this time. They just couldn't have the restaurant part and stuff like that. The thing that drove a lot of business in. I mean, we're talking about a small specialty distillery, not big named. They pretty much distribute, in Ohio. I'm sure they're expanding some now. But so to keep them up and going, they started making this hand sanitizer. Well, what that did was it drove more and more business. The advertisement and stuff like that, it got out. And so the community wanted to help support them. And so they would stop and buy a bottle of spirits, and it helped keep them going during this COVID-19 shutdown. So it's a great story. We did have the opportunity to taste the whiskey that we're tasting tonight last week. It was right. Actually, before we both got sick, it wasn't because of this, by no means. So to be honest, I do not remember really the taste. I remember enjoying it. And it was the neck pour, so I'm excited to taste it again tonight. So what our friends purchased for us, and we were super excited to get this because we had seen it. It was an OHLQ limited release. And it is High Bank Distillery's Whiskey Wars Barrel Select, and it is a cask strength double oaked, and it's aged in sherry bottles. It's 119.5 proof. Packaging is gorgeous with the two pistols. I wanted to say shotguns, but I knew that was not right.
It's really a clean look.
And it's just a really, and so as I was getting ready for tonight's show, I actually read the bottle, and I wanted just to read this really quick. So Prohibition is said to have started just 12 miles from the High Bank facility. In 1875, Henry Corbin took a chance and opened a saloon in an area known to strongly oppose the consumption of distilled spirits. Not once, but twice the saloon was blown up. It was said before the first explosion, he came outside to address the protesters with two pistols drawn. That single act is believed to have ignited the Whiskey War of Prohibition and launched the Anti-Saloon League. Unique batches inside our expertly blended whiskey wage war with each other, and your taste buds come out the victor. So really cool how they got their name. A lot of thought went into the whole.
And that story explains the topper.
Yep. Now, not all of their bottles have this topper.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the only one I seen was the handful of OHLQ limited release ones that came out. Their regular bottles do not have that topper, nor are they in this little velvet bag.
Okay.
But we were lucky enough to be gifted this bottle, and I'm excited to taste it again.
That was a great surprise. I know that.
It was a terrific surprise. And I know that they watched, so thank you very much,
Yes.
Krista
thank
and Terry.
you. Appreciate it very much. So here we go.
So on the nose, I am getting caramel with cocoa,
Definitely sweet.
really sweet nose. And I know you're smelling, well, you cannot smell it, brown sugar.
No, but I do remember when
And
we
some hints of
tasted it
vanilla.
last week, the brown sugar was really, it really presented itself to me.
Yeah. So really sweet on the nose. It's a very, if you smell it, you just want to start drinking it. Honestly, it has a wonderful nose. First thing that hits my palate is that tobacco taste, and I enjoy that taste. And then it's wrapped up with your brown sugar or molasses, like a heavy sweetness.
I'll tell you what I got tonight that I don't remember getting last week. I got a lot of char, oak, char, and then the brown sugar was kind of wrapped around that, but that's what I got.
And that makes sense as a double oaked.
Yeah.
That I can taste the oak. It's not as forward in my palate as it may be yours.
Yeah,
but
the
it's
char is
definitely-
really forward to me.
But
That's not a bad, I'm not saying that as a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just,
now this is 119.5 proof. I can tell you this does not drink like 119.5 proof. It is smooth. It's really smooth. I would, if I was going to guess the proof, I would say maybe 105.
yeah, I was hoping you weren't going to say like a 90.
Oh no,
because
not a 90, not a 90.
It's definitely not that. But no, it's not a one, where are we at, 119?
Yeah,
It's not a
119.5.
It's not a 119, 120, definitely not.
Again, first on the palate, I get that tobacco wrapped up in the sweetness of the heavy sweetness, and I'm actually picking up a little bit of chocolate
Yeah, I
flavor.
get a little dark chocolate in there maybe.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's exciting that we can have a product like that an hour from home.
Exactly.
Really, it is.
And you know, that's one thing this year in 2024 that I would like to explore more. I know that last year we learned a lot about various Kentucky bourbons, different ones, but we really didn't take the opportunity to learn about what we have here in Ohio.
Right.
And I know that we have several, you know, nothing like Kentucky, but we have several distilleries popping up in Ohio. And this just shows we have some good ones that we need to, we need
really
to check
do.
out.
We really do.
In my research of this, because we have not been to this distillery, however, I do want to go, you know, taste and obviously eat at their restaurant. But I found that they kind of have like a membership type thing. I forget the exact name of it, where you get like a member exclusive bottle for signing up, and then you can get like a tour package and stuff like that. But what their membership actually also allows you to do, and I'm not trying to sell, you know, on this distillery, but they offer a class where you can blend your own whiskey
At High Bank?
at High Bank. So they offer just very limited classes. I checked it out. There's none available at the moment, but they say if you join that club, you have first opportunity to get into a class. But what you can do, and I think I really want to do this, and Bryan hasn't heard anything about this, so I'm kind of trying to sell it to him. You can blend your own whiskey from their different, because they focus on blended whiskeys. And once you have it blended, obviously you write, your blend down with your bottle that you get to take home. And then they will actually, if you want to reorder that bottle, you can get that bottle again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I think is really cool.
Because
so
you've
you
got
can
the blend.
have your own personal blend that you can get all the time.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think that's decanter worthy.
It would be.
So, anyways, if you have a chance, I don't know if this is available outside of Ohio. So let us know if you're in a different state, if you can get any of the High Bank products. But if you're in Ohio, definitely check it out. I know that Bryan and I plan on picking up a couple of their different bottles so that we can compare them and taste them at some point. But this bottle itself, if you can get your hands on it, it's delicious. It's an exceptional bottle.
Last week when this was gifted to us, I got on the OHLQ website and looked. At that time, the only place it was available was at the distillery. There wasn't any place else in the state that had it. So I don't know how hard it's going to be or how easy it's going to be to get your hands on. But I believe they do still have it at the distillery. It's a shame if it's really limited because it's really good.
It is. And on that taste that I got the cherry note.
Oh, there's your cherry.
I know. I love that. I
Leather?
just had to share
Did you
it.
get any leather?
No leather, just the tobacco. And now cherry, chocolate. How can you go wrong with this?
Right.
Whiskey?
Chocolate
Has
covered cherry.
I know. All my favorite flavors in it. So hey, we've gained a few subscribers. We're just over 400 now. So remember, we have a bottle of Stag to give away at 500 subscribers. So as soon as we get close to 500 subscribers, we'll release everything that's going to be available in that giveaway package. And then everybody will have an opportunity to register, just as we did before when we gave away the Weller 107. And so please help us get there. We just
Absolutely.
need, how many more? 98 more subscribers.
98 more. 98 more subscribers, and there's a bottle of Stag waiting for somebody.
That's right. So if you like what we're doing, please comment, like, share, tell everybody about us.
And subscribe.
Yes.
Please hit that subscribe button. Get your friends to watch us. If they like us, tell them to subscribe.
Yep. Even if they don't drink, if they can get on there and help you out. No, I'm joking. Honestly, we were not big bourbon drinkers when we started this.
We were not.
We had a very, very small collection and wanted to learn how to drink it. And I am so glad that we have learned, because it gives us a chance to bond and just sit back and relax when we do this. So.
I think, and I said on our last show, I said when we started this, we probably only had a handful of bottles. And actually, if we go back and look at the first couple videos, we'll be able to tell, because everything we had was right behind us.
Yep.
And I don't know if you could even see it, because it was behind us. But fortunately, most everything we've acquired since then, most everything, we actually enjoy.
Oh, absolutely.
There's been a few that we have not been fans of.
Yep. But most everything is really enjoyable. We've learned a lot. We've gained a lot of friends in the community who recommend things to us, which is great. And we take those recommendations and go with them.
I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I've had some friends recommend one to me, and I've actually had some subscribers comment, and I handle all the comments. Shona doesn't handle the comments, but there's a product out there that is coming, very highly recommended. And I think I'm going to pick it up and do a blind with Shona and see if she can see what she thinks of it. It comes as a regular bourbon as well that we both like. So I was going to go pick it up this week, but I've been busy in the shop. So hopefully it'll still be available when I get out to get it. So
Now I'm excited because I really don't know. I like surprises.
yeah, and this isn't. If it ends up being a bad one,
Who do I blame? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'll have to look up names. But I promise you, it's nothing like
Buffalo Trace.
when I tricked you with Buffalo
Yeah,
Trace.
thanks. Thank you.
That was dirty, I know, but you'd have done it to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I think that's all we have tonight.
It is.
High Banks, Barrel Select, awesome bottle, awesome
Very,
pour,
very good.
packed with flavors, 119 proof. So it's not like pouring a glass of water. I mean,
No,
you're definitely getting a good pour.
it is packed full of flavor.
Yeah, and if you're truly only an 88 or 90 proof bourbon drinker, you're probably not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for something that kicks you like 130 proof, it's not going to do that either. So it's just really, really, it's serious, but it's got all the flavors. It's got that little heat to it, so you know that you're drinking something. But definitely, if you get a chance to pick it up, or even if you get a chance to try it somewhere, definitely give it a shot.
Absolutely.
So until next time, guys, thanks for tuning in, and be safe.